Chaos Theory coming tonight. Who should you use your promotion credits on? I am discussing that with my brother, OhEmGee. And if you're ready to see who you should promote, OhEmGee, tell them what to do.
Get wrecked, nerds!
ValleyFlyin.
What is up, Valley Maniacs? ValleyFlyin here. I am back, and I am joined by my partner in crime, OhEmGee, MobileGamer. What is up, dude?
What's up, my guy? What's up, the Mr. Smasher ValleyFlyin?
Smash it, yeah. And we're going to smash it tonight at this Chaos Theory event, getting a bunch of promotion credits, and I'm still not sure who to use my tokens on, so hopefully you can help me with that. And I got a couple of different suspects. Choose wisely, yes.
Choose wisely.
Very, very important. All right, so this is my roster right here, and I got a couple suspects, and we went through this on your channel. Now, who I've used this previously on, as far as the promotion credits, Black Bolt, had him at 4 stars, got the 5th, got the 6th, used Captain Marvel, and one of my big regrets was Drax. He was missing some red stars at the time, and I was kind of using him, but not so much anymore, so kind of regret that one. And then right after that, pulled the 5-star on him, so kind of wish I took that back. But these are some pretty good characters and some pretty interesting choices I have to make. First one, I have a 4-star Phoenix, so that is a interesting choice for me. Now, on your channel, we talked about some of the choices that you are making, and there's some benefits and disadvantages to Phoenix. You want to talk about some of the positive and negatives to getting more red stars on Phoenix?
Well, more than half of her kit does not need red stars. And in fact, even when she's in her original form, you almost want her to have low red stars, and so that she dies quickly. Like, it's none of her kit, Phoenix Force, it's got the boosted focus. Bestow Light has, it doesn't, other than her max health, it just basically sucks away all the negative effects onto her and then provoking the other team to kill her off. It's like you almost want low red stars on her initial kit. Yeah. And then when she goes into Dark Phoenix mode, yes, she does an AoE, and that is, the higher the red star, sure, it'll do more damage, but it's not a very big attack. And then she does her middle ability in the Dark Phoenix form, which does not need red stars.
Yep.
But then her ultimate ability, yeah. Red stars on that. So then you're like, wow, most of her kit does not need red stars. It really doesn't. So it's definitely like, I think you could justify putting red stars on Phoenix because she's the best character in the game and she's a high usage character. I nearly use her in every single game mode other than U7, but I still use her in U7 on one node. You know what I mean? So it's like, wow, I use her everywhere. She is the best character in the game right now. However, I believe she is peaked and she might be hitting in a different direction. They're starting to introduce soft counters to her. Namely, Crystal is a soft counter to her because her AoE stuns summons and it stuns her. The way the timing works, it actually does work correctly. And then Ebony Maw, his kit specifically targets.
Kind of more of a hard counter, right? For Phoenix.
Yeah, we'll see. The Black Order's still in this weird place right now. I'm trying to see what they're going to do with them. But yeah, definitely is a counter, though. Definitely is a counter.
So yeah, I'm definitely thinking about this one. Now, one thing that we talked about on your channel was the extra focus that she would get, or the extra resistance that she would get from more red stars. So that might help that Ebony Maw's what he does with that. So it's you want low red stars on Phoenix, you want high red stars on Dark Phoenix. It's kind of how I'm thinking about this, but
let's position it this way. If you pulled a 5, 6, 7 red star randomly tomorrow out of a red star orb, you should be very happy.
A Phoenix?
On Phoenix, yes.
Oh, I'd be ecstatic, man.
Ecstatic. Like, dude, this is not a bad choice. However, there is a case to be made why she does not need red stars. When you start discussing her kit and why red stars work on certain characters better than others, she has she's kit driven and she doesn't need the stats on anywhere other than in her Dark Phoenix form on the ultimate. So I get it, but I don't know. I would be pretty happy if I had a 5, 6, 7 red star Phoenix. Believe me,
I would as well.
Be really happy. Really happy.
This is one that you kind of gotta think about because there's positives and negatives. This is not a no-brainer, but
correct.
Definitely will help you. All right, next character I want to talk about, and this is kind of personalized. Ghost Rider. And that's because I got 3 red stars on him, and he's farmable. Great character. I'm thinking of taking him to the city nodes in Dark Dimension 3.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about Ghost Rider getting some more red stars on him?
I think I've got him at 4, and I'm happy with that. It's just that simple. Like, I don't think, first of all, yes, I'm going to take him to 14 and use him in Dark Dimension 3 in the city, and he's actually kind of fun in PvP because he's fast and he synergizes well with characters like Hela and Loki. You know what I mean? He's kind of fun. Yeah. And he's a beast on offense in war, and now that he's farmable. However, I don't know. I'm in love with a couple other characters more than him right now.
I know, but if you had three red stars on your Ghost Rider, wouldn't this be one of your characters that you wanted to even out a little bit more as well?
If 50 promotion credits, sure, it's fine. But when you start talking about putting 150 to take him to 5 or the golds to take him to 6, that's not a pick for me right now.
I'm not thinking about the 5 or 6. I'm thinking about the 4. I definitely need the 4.
Sure.
So he's one of my top picks, just because he needs some more love. Question before we move on from Ghost Rider. We're in the same arena shard. There is a 7 gold, 7 red Ghost Rider in our shard. How much of a problem is he?
Okay, so I've talked about this quite a bit. Like, I think I have a thing for Ghost Rider just because I've been smashed in the face so many times against this 7 red star G14 Ghost Rider in Arena Shard. Like, every day I get smashed in the face by that guy. And it really makes me... So I'm not sure if it's Ghost Rider at 7 red stars or if it's just Ghost Rider, to be honest with you. Like, I wonder if he's definitely just like over the top at 7 red stars.
There's a 5 red star Ghost Rider also in our shard, and that's not as much of a problem.
It's not the same.
It's not the same. The 7 is crazy though.
Yeah, when he hits you back, like when you kill Phoenix off, because you have to kill Phoenix off at some point, right? Yeah. And then he just smashes your face with a shotgun. Oof. Oof. Ugh. Oof. Oof.
All right, so he is a candidate. He is a candidate. I'm not definitely one to consider. Let me go down to another character that I don't think a lot of people are considering, but I don't have a lot of stars on this. I got 4, so a little better than Ghost Rider, but only 4. I think I would want the 5 on Carnage as well. So got some good synergy with the rest of the symbiotes. I'm using on a symbiote team. Great for PvP when you're pairing him with symbiote Spider-Man. What are your thoughts on Carnage? How high is your Carnage right now?
Okay, I have my Carnage at 5 currently, and that's great. And and after let's just start over.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick Darth Spidey over this guy all day long, always. Like Darth Spidey. So like it's like I'm working on. So to me, this Carnage is good. He's amazing. He's a symbiote, and then the 3 of them together, with Venom, is over the top. I'm taking this guy to 14 so that I can run Darth Spidey and Carnage inside of Dark Dimension 3. But it's only after my Darth Spidey's done. All of my resources go into Darth Spidey first, symbiote Spider-Man, and then I'm gonna look at Carnage, but not before.
See, I feel the same way about him as far as gear. But
but
as far as red stars, my symbiote Spider-Man has 5 already. I would like him up there as well. But that's what my thoughts are. But symbiote Spider-Man is more important than this character. I
got my symbiote at 4 reds, and I've got him at 5 reds, and it's opposite. He's opposite. Done in my book as far as I'm concerned. As far as red stars, I'm not going to take him to 6. I mean, symbiote Spider-Man is the man. I mean, it's just. They're both good, but it's kind of like, it's kind of like talking about Yo-Yo. It's like Yo-Yo is great because of Black Bolt, right?
Yeah.
And I believe Carnage is great because of Symbiote Spider-Man. He's just he's a function of Symbiote Spider-Man and a 2-man team basically.
And for him to really shine, he needs to be on a symbiote team because of this passive right here. So
you have to have the passive.
Not as much value outside of a full symbiote team. Maybe in a debuff heavy team, but outside of that symbiote team, just not as much value.
We could get 2 more symbiotes and then it's game over, right? I mean, right now it looks that way, that we could get 2 more symbiotes and that team is just off the charts. I mean, it feels like that's going to happen.
I mean, you said it. They're already off the charts. And I think at some point it is reasonable to assume that we're going to get 2 more to complete that team.
They probably could even give us garbage symbiotes that barely do anything at all. Maybe one of them has like a cleanse or some
like a
wonky
Peter
cleanse.
Parker or a Miles Morales.
Yeah,
type, and this team still works because
because imagine if Green Goblin, not the character, but let's say Green Goblin kit had a symbiote tag on it. How broken would that be?
Jeez. Just
think about that.
Very good.
Think about that. I mean, just to have that random cleanse where it's happening every time they take a turn, and then he gets the turn meter and the sustain and all that other stuff from the passive on Carnage and Symbiote Spider-Man and even Venom. Venom has a passive that works on symbiotes. It's just it could be really good. We could get mediocre symbiotes and the team is going to be over the top good.
Yeah, I mean, considering how good they are now, geez, yeah. Over the top. All right, next character. And I think this is a really good choice as far as 6 stars. I got 5 on Thanos. We talked about him on your channel.
Yeah.
The difference between 5 and 6. And you're hearing there's a pretty big difference between a 5 red star Thanos and a 6 red star Thanos.
Yeah, because I've had 2 experiences with recommendations from other people. One was somebody that was running Thanos at 14 6 red stars in U7 and was saying is the best thing ever, and I tried it and I couldn't get it to work. And then another person was talking about how whether or not his Black Order was holding on defense in the arena, and he said that taking Thanos from 5 to 6 really made it over the top. And I believe that's because of the drain mechanic on his ultimate ability. It's doubling down with red stars because he'll have a higher health pool, he'll do higher damage, and this he'll be getting more health back. And especially when that's a triple hit, right? And when you have the T4 on it, it goes from 50% drain to 100% drain. I actually did that T4 yesterday. I've been holding back on Black Order, but I did the T4 on Thanos Ultimate, and I also did the T4 on Cull Obsidian's passive. And so we don't know how good Black Order really is because there's been bugs with Maw that looks like that's been fixed. And then there's also something wrong with Thanos passive.
Yes.
And they're going to fix that in the next patch. So I'll admit it, we got wrecked by Black Order on defense in our last in a competitive war where we were matched correctly with somebody. We were actually punching down slightly,
finally,
not a lot.
It happens once a month, and geez, Black Order just didn't make it.
They had some monster Black Order teams that we had to 2-tap, and we just got behind. But we got smashed because of Black Order. Black Order is real, man. I know there was a lot of discussion about Black Order being not right or not good or whatever, overhyped. No, dude, they're good. They're very good. They're the best team. And people, I saw someone send me a message like, I tried punching down 40K. My Wakandans were 40K powered over them. I was like, are you crazy? Do you not understand how good Black Order is?
Not Wakandans, dude. Wakandans aren't going to be able to beat that.
Black Order could probably punch up 200K against Wakandans all day long. Like literally, it is not even close. So like when I saw that comment, I actually giggled. I was like, oh, you don't understand how good Black Order is.
I don't know who wrote that comment, but X-Men are going to have a hard time punching down 40K against Black Order, dude.
So will Asgardians. Asgardians. I punched down 50K in Humans versus Black Order, and it was a nail biter. Jeez. It was a nail biter. We're talking like top tier teams. So anyways, I personally understand why people are upset about the Black Order controversy, but me personally, I don't want them. I don't want them any stronger than they are right now because power creep is power creep, and they are very good. And this guy right here, Thanos, he's a top pick for red stars in my book. I'm waiting and seeing, but he's like on my list for sure.
You know what? I think you've sold me. Between what you've said on my video and your video, I think I'm sold on Empowered Thanos. I don't know if I'm gonna get the enough gold promotion credits tonight to get into 6 stars, but yeah, this is definitely a character that is very high on my list. And another one that we talked about on your channel that is high on my list with an asterisk is this guy right here, and mainly the asterisk is because of this. I don't have the 5th gold star or the 6th gold star on him, so upgrading this is really gonna do nothing immediately in the short term. So
we have identical Mr. Sinisters, except for I'm at 145 over 200, but same skills, same tier level. So we've got identical Mr. Sinisters, identical Mr. Sinisters, right? Yes. And I'm a fan of this kit. I feel that he can clone anybody, and the next best thing comes out next month, and the next best character comes out 6 months. We get some broken legendary character a year from now, and guess who's still going to be there cloning them? Mr. Sinister.
Yeah, unless they make some kind of anti-clone mechanic, he is always going to be a part of the meta. Just because of this ultimate move right here. Whoever's the top character, you bring a Sinister, you clone that top character, you have that top character in your team, makes him valuable. And yeah, unless they
and especially when you control Mr. Sinister, you can clone what you need.
Yeah.
I mean, there's times where I'm playing Black Order and it's like, I need a stun right now, so I'll clone Proxima. Oh wait, I need healing right now, so I clone Ebony Maw. It's crazy. I need it. It's whatever you want. You know what I mean? I need to get rid of their debuffs. Okay, I'm gonna clone Thanos. It's like you could do whatever you want. Clone their buffs or get rid of their there's all kinds of stuff you can do. So it's like he's good in the player's hands for sure. And he needs the red stars because the clone mirrors his stats, and so getting the red stars helps quite a bit.
Yeah, and I think if I had the gold stars on him, I think I definitely this would be a top character for me. And I kind of push back on you a little bit. This is more of a devil's advocate type of thing on your video, but not usage is kind of limited for him. Shines in everything you bring him in, but I personally, I'm not using him in every single game mode right now. Not even using him in arena because I'm using Black Order. Actually, arena defense. Take that back. So, yeah.
Yeah, I use him on arena defense and arena offense currently, and he's useful in Dark Dimension and PvP, but we'll see how important PvP is going forward. PvP could change a lot of these lists that we're making right now if PvP becomes a thing, because then suddenly instead of focusing on your arena and your U7 team, you suddenly start thinking about like 20 characters deep instead of like maybe 5 to 10 characters deep. You know what I'm talking about, right? It changes. It's going to change our thoughts on what characters to upgrade when, because when you play in PvP, 6 characters are banned basically, and so then you start thinking about what are the best characters outside of the top 6, and you really need to go about 20 deep to have the depth to play competitively in PvP, and we don't know what that's going to be, but soon. Public blog post out right now talking about it. We will see.
All right, so those are my top picks. We just finished Ultimate 7. Those are my top picks. Any pushback or anything on any of those characters, or do you like those selections? I know some of them are overlapping with what you had as well. Well,
you didn't show Dark Spidey on the screen.
Oh, but the reason he's not great character. I have him at 5. I don't have gold stars on him, and it's gonna be a long time before I get gold stars on him. So for me, great character, but not even a consideration for red star promotion credits.
Well, let me frame it this way to anybody who's watching. Do you see the T4s that Valley has put on Darth Spidey?
Everything.
How many all of them. Everything. When you see people putting all the T4s on a character, that is a huge investment. That means something right there. When his kit he's great, man. He's really good.
Awesome character. But yeah, for me personally, this is not a character that I'm going to do, at least right now, just because of the gold star situation.
Just wail harder.
I think I do. I got to spend more money to get some stars for him, because who knows when his milestone event's going to come back.
We get one more milestone event. People have been asking. They said at one point that there was going to be 3. We've had 2.
Yes.
They also said that they could change the terms on those milestone events, and so they could make it significantly worse the 3rd time, and not as they definitely said that also. That
just because you can, Foxnex, does that not mean that you need to do that?
Well, yeah. I mean, and he's. But if we want to really give them milestones is probably the most friendly way to give. Think about the quality level. I mean, what if Darth Spidey was a horrific legendary event? He's legendary worthy in my opinion.
He is. Same with Sinister. Same with a bunch of these characters, legendary worthy type characters. OhEmGee. Once again, it has been a pleasure, my friend. Usage is the key to these upgrades. Choosing wisely. Yeah, tell everyone where they can find you, my brother.
Let's go search it.
All right.
You can find all you have to do is when you hear the nerds crying in the background and you hear someone screaming "Grit Wreck Nerds," then you know you're at the right place. That's where you can find me.
And a bunch of trash. Fix your game.
I got a story about that. But anyways,
that's where he's at. Thank you once again, my brother. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully, it's helpful for you. The Chaos Theory coming tonight, and I will see you guys next time. Check out some of the links. Give me a Hulk fist, but before you go, and subscribe. Dab for the haters and the trash offers and the nerds. ValleyFlyin out.